Welcome all the students of Standard 9. Our today's subject is Science Part 2 and we are going to start a new lesson, that is lesson number 7, Energy Flow in an Ecosystem. In today's session we are going to learn the two topics, number 1 food chain and food web, and number 2 the energy pyramid. Before starting the lesson we just revise some points. Number 1, what is meant by ecosystem? Now you all know very well that ecosystem is the interrelationship between the biotic and abiotic factors and their mutual interactions. Second, which are the different types of ecosystem? Now there are two main types of ecosystem, namely aquatic ecosystem and terrestrial ecosystem. And third point is, how do interactions take place between biotic and abiotic factors of an ecosystem? Now, biotic factors are dependent on abiotic factors for their survival. You all know that all the living organisms on the earth need soil, sunlight, water, temperature, humidity for their growth. Also, these biotic factors affect the quality of abiotic factors surrounded by them. In this way, they are independent on each other. Now, the first point from the topic, energy flow in an ecosystem. Students, we have studied the various mode of nutrition of the living organisms. That is, some are producers and some are consumers, while some are saprotrophs or saprophytes and some are decomposers. Now, based on this mode of nutrition, the organisms are again divided into various trophic levels. These trophic levels are number 1, primary consumers, number 2, secondary consumers. Primary consumers means all herbivorous animals. Secondary consumers means all carnivorous animals. Then apex or top consumers or carnivorous animals, and omnivorous or mixed consumers. These are the four trophic levels of the ecosystem. The first trophic level is primary consumers. Primary consumers are the animals which are dependent on green plants. Green plants means autotrophs. For example, giraffe, then deer, squirrel, grasshopper, etc. These are all the examples of primary consumers. Then the next trophic level is of secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are the animals which are dependent on herbivorous animals, or they use herbivorous animals as their food, and therefore these animals are known as carnivorous. For example, frog, owl, fox, etc. Then the third trophic level is apex or top consumers. These consumers use herbivorous animals or carnivorous animals as their food, and no other animal feed on them. For example, tiger, lion, etc. Then the last trophic level is omnivorous or mixed consumers. These are dependent on producers as well as secondary consumers. For example, bear, humans, dogs, cats, etc. The next point in the ecosystem is food chain or food web. In every ecosystem, interaction go on continuously between producers, consumers and saprophytes. These interactions follow a definite sequence called the food chain. Each food chain consists of 4 or 5 or more links. Now in this picture, you are watching a food chain. Here there is a green grass. Green grass is a producer in this ecosystem, which produces its own food with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Then here there is a grasshopper which feeds on this grass. Therefore, grasshopper is the primary consumer. Then after that, frog. Frog feeds on grasshopper and therefore frog is the example of secondary consumer. After that there is a snake which feeds on frog and therefore snake is known as the tertiary consumer. And on this snake, after that there is a hawk which feeds on the snake and therefore hawk is the final consumer or apex consumer. And at the last level there are decomposers, that is fungus, which decomposes the food. Then after that we are going to learn about the food webs. The interconnected food chains in an ecosystem are known as food webs. Now here there is an example of food web. In this picture you are watching, there is a grass. On this grass there are many animals are dependent on this grass. For example, squirrel, or this is the insect. This is also the example of insect, which all are dependent on this green grass. Then this frog, snake is dependent for its food on this frog, and this is the hawk, which is again dependent on the snake. So there are many food chains come together to form a food web. Next, the energy pyramid. You are watching here the two pictures. This first picture is of trophic levels and another picture is of energy pyramid. In this trophic level, you can see there are 4 levels. The first level is of producers, that is all these are photosynthetic organisms. The second level is known as it is the level of herbivorous animals or primary consumers. Then there are carnivorous animals, or it is the secondary level, and these are the top or apex or tertiary consumers. Thus there are 4 trophic levels, and at the end you can see these are decomposers. Again, this is the picture showing energy pyramid. The energy pyramid shows how the energy transfer from one trophic level to the next. That is, at the lowest trophic level, that is at the stage of producers, the amount of energy is largest. Here you can see the amount of energy is 10,000 kilocalorie, and as we go from down to the upward direction, the amount of energy gradually goes on decreasing. Thus, the amount of matter and energy gradually decreases from producers at lowest level to the top consumers at highest level. The trophic level is the step at which the organism obtains its food in the chain. Now there is a homework for you. Give reason. Plants in an ecosystem are producers. And second question is, correct the following statement. Carnivorous occupy the second trophic level in the food chain. Besides this, you can draw the diagram of energy pyramid, a diagram of trophic level. Also, you can write many examples of food chain and food web in your notebook. Thank you.